Alarming tension as China gets only 6 weeks to leave America. US President Donald Trump on Monday gave popular Chinese-owned video app TikTok 6 weeks to sell its US operations to an American company or it will be out of business otherwise, and that the government wanted a financial benefit from the deal, National Daily learned. It got to be an American company. It got to be owned here, Trump said. We don't want to have any problem with security. Trump said that Microsoft was in talks to buy TikTok, which has as many as 1 billion worldwide users who make quickie 60 seconds videos with its smartphone app. But US officials say the app constitutes a national security risk because it could share millions of Americans' personal data with Chinese intelligence. Trump gave the company's Chinese parent ByteDance until mid-September to strike a deal. I set a date of around September 15, at which point it's going to be out of business in the United States, he said. Whatever the price is, he said, the United States should get a very large percentage of that price because we are making it possible. Trump compared the demand for a piece of the pie to a landlord demanding under the table key money from a new tenant, a practice widely illegal, including in New York, where the billionaire president built his real estate empire. TikTok is a big success, but a big portion of it is in the country, he said. I think it's very fair. But Trump also threw a surprise new condition in any deal, saying the sale of TikTok US business would have to result in a significant payout to the US Treasury for initiating it. A very substantial portion of that price is going to have to come into the Treasury of the United States because we are making it possible for this deal to happen, Trump told reporters. They don't have any right unless we give it to them, he said. Sell or shut down. The pressure for a sale of TikTok, US and international business based in Los Angeles, left the company and ByteDance facing tough decision. Trump has made TikTok the latest front in the ongoing political and trade battles between Washington and Beijing. The app has been under formal investigation on US national security grounds because it collects large amounts of personal data on all its users and is legally bound to share that with authorities in Beijing if they demand it. Both its huge user base and its algorithm for collecting data make it hugely valuable, but being forced by the US government to sell at least its US business or be shut down, and to then split the sale price with the US Treasury as Trump is demanding, was an almost unheard of tactic. Shutting down could force users to switch to competitors, and many content creators are already encouraging followers to follow them on other social media platforms. The most obvious beneficiaries are Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter, with Snapchat likely being the biggest beneficiary, said investment analyst at Lightshed Partners. Earlier on Monday, ByteDance founder Zhang Yiming acknowledged the hefty pressure and said in a letter to staff, reported by Chinese media, that they were working around the clock for the best outcome. We have always been committed to ensuring user data security as well as the platform neutrality and transparency, Zhang said. However, he said, the company faces mounting complexities across the geopolitical landscape and significant external pressure. He said the company must confront the challenge from the United States, though without giving up exploring any possibilities. According to Britain's The Sun newspaper on Monday, as a possible consequence of the pressure, ByteDance is planning to relocate TikTok global operation to Britain. Pushback. China's foreign ministry pushed back on Monday, calling Washington hypocritical for demanding TikTok be sold. The US is using an abused concept of national security and, without providing any evidence, is making presumption of guilt and issuing threats to relevant companies, said spokesman Wang Wenping. This goes against the principle of market economy and exposes the hypocrisy and typical double standard of the US in upholding so-called fairness and freedom, he added. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, with no sympathy or whatsoever, I will tell you that Donald Trump has made a good decision. You see, these Chinese people, they are very good in 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 making wise use of people's land, environment, and country to for establishment. They are very good at that. Yes, they are actually developing the environment, but then it's for their own good. They will use your country, they will use your resources, and they will still use the people. Listen to what Trump is saying. Being a company in US, still have access to thousands of datas of Americans, which is very possible that they can make those the data of those Americans available for their own people over there in China. And you know, China is a very crazy country. They can do on undo. They can mess up with someone's data, with someone's personal information. They are very crazy people. So what Trump is trying to do is for the safety of the Americans. You see why I say that Trump is a president that always think fast and always have his people at heart. The safety and well-being of his people has always been his major priority. You can imagine what an intelligent thought. That is how they do. They go around countries, look and try to see where they can be able to take advantage of their resources and set up an establishment. We have plenty of them here in Nigeria. In Nigeria today, I tell you, most of the companies and industries we have in Nigeria are owned by the Chinese people. My viewers, what do you think I've just said? Please, I would really like you to comment to this issue. Don't forget to leave your comment behind. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.